everyone, Julia Hers here in my home in Lyons, Colorado, and thanks so much for joining me for this companion video to a mid-year member update for American Homebrewers Association members that we just published on homebrewersassociation.org. And I wanted to do this video just so you could see one of the people, the person behind those words, and how we are here working on behalf of the AHA in a very concerted and intentional way. And that post has many updates, including the fact that membership cards are back. You can get physical membership cards. You can call our team if you ever have any challenges with account access, and updates like we are in strategic planning. Strategic planning should happen every couple of years for a membership organization, and this is an essential part. I've never gotten to go through that process as your executive director, and our team is looking at the future of the AHA and what we can and should construct for a next iteration of your membership group and association. You know, questions on my mind, and these are covered in the post, include what investments membership most want us to make, what resources are members going to most value, what solutions should the AHA provide, and what programs and services will you respond to the most, what business model sets AHA up for future success for many, many years to come, what type of national and annual gathering will attract the most of you? As you know, we've had changes, and I'll talk about that in a minute, for our annual gathering. But we're looking at our event model and what can we do to get the most members for the most economical price and have that on an annual, yearly basis. Also, what role does the AHA have in supporting homebrew shops and also homebrew clubs? And things like, you know, what should technology investments should be made? What medias will you respond to most in terms of getting your membership benefits? How can AHA get more beginners to homebrew, right? How can we get more intermediate to become more advanced as homebrewers? And what evolutions in homebrewing might occur actually that is going to evolve what we would provide content and resource-wise with everything from beyond beer fermentation and also food fermentation. So very, very good questions. And I look forward to sharing updates on the strategic planning for 2025 when we are at the AHA at GABF in October in Denver, Colorado, as well as we get through planning, publishing updates in Zymergy magazine. Also, too, I mentioned our annual event. This year for 2024, it's a one-year move. We're very pleased to at least have found a home for our National Homebrew Competition Final Round Awards, and we are bringing AHA members to the very festival that they were engaged with behind the scenes in 1982 when the GABF started. So the AHA will have AHA at GABF instead of our annual HomebrewCon. I too will miss HomebrewCon this year, and we are looking at ways in 2025 and beyond that we could host a new version of HomebrewCon, but we have to look at the model for that. In the last 2 years, we hosted HomebrewCon in Pittsburgh in 2022, and then in San Diego in 2023. Both of those years, we had strong attendance, 1,300 people each, but we did not have enough people. We were not able to meet our numbers. So good stewardship and good intention has us having to take a step back from that traditional model and just simply host a gathering where AHA members now, at least this year, will still get together, will literally be invited and specially celebrated at the country's biggest, largest ticketed beer festival, where the most amount of brewers, the most amount of media, the most amount of people in beer are in October. So we do hope you join us there. We will also have things like boot camp for club officers, an AHA member meeting. We'll have a headline speaker. There also likely will be satellite events. The Beer Judge Certification Program will still be hosting their annual exams, mead, cider, and beer, to advance and help certify more beer judges. So we've got a lot of game in Denver in October, albeit I realize it's not our standard June HomebrewCon at a different area of the country that often does move around. So what about HomebrewCon in 2025? Well, this year, 2024, we will get to plan for 2025, and we need to look at an event that will give us the option to have attendees pay less to attend and also have us hosting an event that is less expensive to execute. So stay tuned for updates on that. We are looking at what is realistic and not necessarily realistic to do. Also want to make sure y'all know that we're investing this year in a new AHA forum. The forum has been an incredible community of gathering place in a digital space one of the original homebrewing forums. Tens of thousands of people have been helped. When you do searching for certain keywords on homebrewing, you often get led to the Homebrew Forum from the AHA. So we are migrating it over to a new platform. We're very excited about the enhanced functionality that members and non-members will get access to in this forum. And we do hope you join us there, because it's the best place on the fly to ask questions and get anyone that is ready to help you, giving an option for them to give you answers that might move you along in what you need. And so the update post for mid-year members, you can tell I'm looking at my list here. It covers a lot of things that I'm not necessarily going to cover in this video, but I just want to encourage you, if you're watching this, to go read that. We talk about recent survey learnings from January. We survey our members every year, if not every few years, and the survey learnings are going to inform that strategic planning. And so what we published is kind of a summary of highlights of what those that answered the survey were looking to have us do and pay attention to. I do want to say that there's a full AHA at GABF schedule for Denver, Colorado in October. We've just published that, so please go check that out. We're evolving our recognition awards. Nobody does awards for homebrewing better than the American Homebrewers Association. That's what we've done for decades. And so there's a detailed explanation on the evolution of those awards based on recent and past interests, and also even a new award that we're bringing to the table. We're evolving your membership types in a small way to streamline and best continue to serve the multitude of ways that members can join and renew the AHA. And we also want to remind you of things from this mid-year update, like Zymergy Live, which is exclusive content tied to Zymergy Magazine. That's a webinar that's published almost every month and is advised for the content on by AHA members on the Events and Education Subcommittee. We also have a new editor-in-chief of Zymergy. We celebrate that and read all about it. And we want to just remind you that you can apply to be engaged in the AHA on a subcommittee or work your way to a committee level, and we give you links to that. Don't forget to get the newsletter. If you want more information, you also can reach out to me, ahaed@brewersassociation.org. I'm Julia Hers here, and I am working hard on behalf of American Homebrewers Association. Finally, time for my beer at the end of my video. Working with our team and our volunteer leaders day in and day out for less than $50 a year to give tens of thousands of homebrewers recipes, reasons, and rewards that are unmatched for homebrewing and fermenting. So cheers to you, be well, thanks for watching, and feel free to reach out.